After this voice note went viral, a lot of people were so curious to know who sent the voice note. Allegedly, some people said it was the Igbo king in Ghana. But then again, I doubt. And I'll tell you guys why. That should be after you've listened to the voice note, because this voice note is quite horrible. Like, the person said a lot of things, bad things, that he will be doing to Ghana. This voice note also made people, Ghanaians, to like rethink. You know, we are hearing that there's this huge protest that will come on the 19th of July. We are not sure yet. Some Ghanaians were asked to calm down, forget the protest. But I think after listening to this voice note, this protest might actually go on. I'm going to show you guys the videos, this voice note, and of course more videos of some Ghanaians telling their fellow Ghanaians that they should not criticize the government, because to be very honest, this Igbo king in Ghana is deeper than the government. Let's watch these videos.
Mr. Manager, you know, I'll be warning you secretly, spiritually, I'll be warning you, because you are too small for me to deal. I'll be warning you spiritually. Especially you are the one that started this in Ghana, speaking against Nigerians in Ghana. But I want to tell you that me, I control the world. I fight against Nigerians. I destroy them without wasting of time. And as I'm telling you now, I will visit Ghana spiritually. See what will happen to Ghana very soon. See what it. You hear how people will die seriously. You hear the tragedy will happen in Ghana. Watch it and see. Don't say I didn't tell you.
Igbo king in Ghana and Senseme Ekosono. Don't blame the current government too much, because it seems like this Igbo king in Ghana, no, he's been in the system like since 1995, and if you look at almost every leader, every president, ever picture. So he is like putting his footprints all over Ghana. Into Samusha mindset, guy we okitana or barbeto acres of land, I build the schools, markets, and name streets after his ancestors. Like, they are planning a takeover. And yes, they say, oh, in the next 120 years to come, any year show. One share cry, bedroom maybe, on back as a money kwame kuma kraneji independence ma Ghana. Inti ramo your leaders. Yan sorry, Ghanaian youth. Yan sorry, let's not keep quiet. I know we're doing well. Let's keep pushing so that they will hit to a cry, because the Ecowas are very serious. My any minimum yao. What's gonna happen in the next 120 years to come if this were to happen?
I'm gonna be quick with it. One thing I have to him to say, this Igbo king, Oba Ghana, Ache, he started around 1995. And now I can say, our sub-chiefs, our non-kasa bomo hine bibri, all around Ghana, Ota region, Simpe, Ebuho, Wasa, Ebuho, so many places. Now, because of Enun, it's almost as you say that they have already cemented this particular thing they are doing. Now, the reason to Ghanaian youth, I am very, very touched about this particular story. And I say, now, Papa say, Watasa say, almost 50 acres of land, that is around 250 plots. Our Nonobabe develop it into a village. Indirectly, he's trying to build a commercial city for himself. Now, the whole intent about the commercial city in Kenya problem. But the fact is, okay, so be seeing him. Now, why everything Igbo from a Biani or Biaho, school or maybe see or sorry dying or market or maybe see or one casa a die on Bessie, Nipa, a bebaho, street in the deal to swing in a bay Igbo for is something that is quite alarming. I'm not here today to tell whether the man should leave or he should stay, but I'm trying to make you understand a couple of things, a couple of factors that are at play. I Nunti, a very tough, said this particular person is going to be sacked to leave the country. You see, one thing, let's think outside the box. Political campaign in Ghana is very huge. As a matter of fact, it's a flag bearer BI Bestatia campaigner. I mean, Ababetwaba. This will 16 different regions. Could be just Okoso. And because of that, answer no go do on a book canopy, a month 44 channel. Sometimes in Accra, somewhere campaigner, they do it as big as bringing an artist to perform to the rest of the people over there. Because of Anuntino, here's a political campaign, political parties source out for funding from people, from individuals, from companies, from other countries, from businessmen. We are thinking outside the box, okay? We are thinking outside the box. I've told you already. I'm not here to tell whether he should go or he should stay, but I'm trying to make you understand why it is going to be very hard to get them to leave this country. Because of Enuntino. As a matter of fact, a bit me say this is a whoever Igbo king no. or no, he has been investing in our political parties and in our elections. It could be, say, through him, political parties are getting funding from Nigerian businessmen. So indirectly, if that is how it is, then indirectly, they have pledged their allegiance to this particular man. And then how do you think they're going to be able to tell him to leave the country? We are just going to talk. Aside, xenophobia. Xenophobia, IBC South Africa. I'm South Africa for before I was South Africa. Xenophobia, Nigeria in around 1960. Ghana must go because the economy is flopping and then the government is blaming foreigners. No, could still happen again. If that thing happens right now, say that thing would start happening again in Nigeria. As a matter of fact, we are worried about this man because we think Nigerians have a bad reputation when it comes to traveling to other people's nation. Because in several countries, there are restrictions on Nigeria passports. In Tinukuta Nigeria passport, it is very hard for you to acquire a visa or probably get a visa, secure a visa for yourself. But all of that, politics is also part of it, just as I stated it already. The economy, Nigerian businesses work head to head and hand in hand with Ghanaian businesses. And then that's the same way we are also reviving our economy and getting things to work right for us. But you see, if this particular thing should happen, say, because I buy this particular man on qua, and then what is happening? People are going to start withdrawing because they will think Ghana has hatred for Nigeria. This is what's happening. This is what is happening. This is what people are not looking at. International trade, it's going to be hard. Both economies are going to struggle. Aside all of that, there are also some group of people who are only making this noise out of competition because they think there's going to be a competition in kingship and chieftaincy in Ghana. You see, Nigeria for they did with opulence. Scared and another channel. And then my identity change gulukum. Then I from my Febio original. Yeah, say it is scary. So people are actually scared. Say these this king is going to compete with their chiefs and all that, or their kings and all that. And also there another problem. Man for kasabi. But I think say all in all, no, yakasabi. Let's see where it's heading. Yensha say indeed, if the government is going to do something about it, but clearly, if someone says that he wants to build a commercial city for himself, I don't think that is any problem. But the intent behind the commercial city is what the problem is. Yensha say, after all the brouhaha that we have done and hullabaloo around this whole Igbo king, no, if the government is going to take an action, if there's going to be a communique release, if there's going to be something from the Ministry of Interior Ministry, Foreign Affairs Ministry, or whatever ministry, if there's something, then maybe we're getting somewhere. But if there's nothing, then let's understand, say, there are so many factors that's coming to play right now. And that is why it's very hard for anybody to talk about this. So when you want me to tell you, in the media, in politics, in governance, say when something is happening that's what's happening. That's why Captain Smart is quiet. John Hughes, he's quiet. Kevin Taylor, he's quiet. Akwawi, Bene, he's quiet. Mugabe Masi, he's quiet. Omuni Nelly Momu. Damanche, Waidi. Asante, Omaidi. Everything is quiet. It is just like that. If you don't know, that is what's going on. As a matter of fact, when you get to the top, if you obey certain rules, you get a couple of things for yourself. And that's what's happening. Internet say obi corrupt, because if you obey those rules to be corrupt, you gain out of that. And that's what's going on. So yekasa, but kasa yekasa no. Yehusena yekano because baby. I've not been well. That's why it took me so long to talk about this. But I believe, say, if only the government could give them the boundaries that they are not supposed to cross, then this man being a chief or a king in Ghana wouldn't have any impact on the country. If only the government would deal with them when they find anything fishy around them, then this particular kingship of Igbo man in Ghana wouldn't affect us in any way. But if the government is going to be corrupt, as Ghanaians are scared of, that they're going to give them the liberty to run things on their own and do things the way they want they are, then I promise you, Ghana, we are cooked beyond imagination.
There was a video I saw where a guy, he's an Igbo guy, he was seen telling Ghanaians that the people that are behind these whole things are the Yorubas, right? But I don't want to share that video here because that video was speaking so much of tribalism. And I can tell you guys for free that why Nigeria is the way they are is because of tribalism. Tribalism has eaten deep into the country Nigeria, right? So let me just be quick and prompt with this video. I don't think that first voice notes was made by an Igbo person. I don't believe that because some people are saying, I saw it on TikTok, people are saying that it's the Igbo king. No. Igbo king didn't say that. Igbo king did not say that. That voice note was directed to Mr. Manager. And that voice note was a Nigerian guy probably telling Mr. Manager about the ongoing trends, that he's talking bad about Nigeria all the time and all that. So this person's motive is to fuel Ghanaians, push them so that they can protest. But he now forgot that Ghanaians are nice people. He now forgot that Ghanaians they're not known for violence. That is why whenever things we see on social media, they frown so bad at it because this is not who they are. Sometimes people push you into doing what you don't want to do. They will just push you to the extreme. I made a video where a lady was like, Ghanaians are on their own, no. They're on their own. And Igbos came. So why are people calling me? Some people are even calling me out to make videos. You're not defending. I'm like, for every time I've said that I'm not supporting this Igbo king. No, I'm not supporting you, sir. I am not. Because I believe that you should have channeled that energy into growing people. There are so many Igbo people out of the streets. If you listen to Igbo people in Ghana, most of them were out of the street for years. Where are the Igbo kingdom? Where are the king? And I learned that this man has been there since. That's why I said to show you guys a little bit of fact about him. He has been there in the time immemorial. He has been there for a long time. He has not been helping people, Igbos on the streets, jobless, hopeless, accommodationless, houseless. Now, you want to build kingdom. Now, you want to push narrative Igbo, Nigeria must go. Now, you want to destroy some people that have actually set up their businesses. What if what has been happening in Kenya happens in Ghana? What will be the face of people? See, let me say something. Igbo king, this time is not the time to sweet tongue. Just, first of all, cancel this cultural yam festival, first of all. Beg, apologize if needs be. Because if you let this protest go on, it's not going to be, Igbos will not forgive you. If you let this protest go on, Igbos, because if they destroy their shops, ones that have survived to make their business, if they destroy it, Igbos will not forgive you. Igbos will, because this protest, I don't know if they will go on, but information has it that Ghanaians are preparing for the biggest protest of all times. I rest my case here. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If this is your first time coming across my face, my name is Uju. You are welcome to Uncut with Uju, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.